Welcome to Books for Success. Today, we're unraveling the insights from The Circadian Code by Dr. Satchin Panda. Discover how circadian rhythms impact different functions of your body and implement new healthy habits to transform your lifestyle. You'll learn: what is a circadian code? How circadian rhythms affect your health? About the role of genes in your well-being. Why you might have problems with sleep and productivity. If you find our content valuable, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Don't be shy about dropping your book suggestions for us to summarize. Let's grow and succeed together. The nitty-gritty of the circadian universe. To a lesser or greater extent, we all are grease monkeys, always searching for perfectly suitable tools for engineering the biological pace of our lives. Dr. Satchin Panda, a specialist in circadian biology, notes that humanity has reached tremendous heights in understanding the secrets of life longevity. Simultaneously, health challenges also evolved. Increased severity of chronic diseases and new infections seriously undermine the quality of life. But there's good news: the science wasn't staying on the sidelines the whole time. The circadian code is a breakthrough in reviving your life cycle and its critical elements. Before we start navigating the exciting world of time and biology, let's figure out what a circadian rhythm is and its importance for the circadian code. Thus, every person has an individually structured circadian rhythm, which signifies the biological dynamics a person experiences in 24 hours. You may wonder who this clockmaker is who sets our natural alarms. Each cell in our organism is equipped with such a watch, which, in turn, fuels the work of multiple genes responsible for various biological processes. So, what's the catch with all the circadian stuff? The secret of wellness is simple enough: our organism needs a stable rhythm to feel good. Putting the schedule back on track becomes more challenging if the usual schedule is violated for several days. Moreover, when our genes do not receive regular messages from our internal timer, they can no longer protect us, therefore allowing chronic diseases, mental disruptions, and other health issues to make themselves at home. After your journey through this summary, you'll discover how to apply the circadian rhythm strategy and revive your natural flow if it spins out of control. You will explore proven lifestyle transforming techniques to arrange your biological schedule to feel permanently on top of the world. So, get ready to attain the secrets of perfect timing and daily routine and their remarkable impact on your health. Circadian rhythm, inner clock, and potential disruptions. Our inner clock knows what's best to help us feel good, regardless of our daily schedule. For example, this alarm wakes us when the sun is up or makes us feel hungry after a workout. A late dinner, working several night shifts in a row, or exhaustive chores all day long can seem insufficient to break your biological clock. Just one of these disruptions is enough to mess with our well-being. Feeling under the weather for a day or two is the best-case scenario of circadian rhythm violation. But systematic disruptions lead to much worse outcomes. Like a house of cards crash. All systems connected to your biological clock can start falling apart. People who work in shifts experience biological rhythm disruptions. Not receiving the optimal daily dosage of 8 hours of sunlight can also disrupt your circadian rhythms. And what about immunity? When rhythms are violated, the solid walls that protect immunity slowly crumble, so even insufficient stimulus can provoke major health issues. While it seems normal to not have enough sleep, it is not okay to start having panic attacks or risk facing cancer, or have frequent migraines, or face a higher risk of Parkinson's disease. The list can go on and on. So, you may persuade your grandma that you're alive and kicking, yet your organism will think otherwise. Therefore, you need an adequately arranged circadian timetable to be healthy, have energy, and be in an excellent mood to implement your exciting plans. In the daytime, cortisol levels are high, and your body, which perfectly controls glucose levels, is alerted. That's what you need to work, communicate, and enjoy the process. Like workers tossing coal into a battleship's boiler room so the giant could surf the break, your inner forces strengthen memory, maintain proper sleep, activate growth hormones, and prepare you for the new day. The trick is to sustain a stable balance between your daily life and day-night cycles. Did you know? More than 60% of adults worldwide report poor sleep quality. How timing and genes affect our daily rhythms. We all know that eating organic food is better than eating hamburgers and fries, or that vitamins and minerals positively affect our health. However, when implementing healthy habits chaotically, lack of effect or even harm can break all good intentions. You should know how time can work for you to get the maximum effect of your circadian timer. Thus, your circadian clock arranges the best breakfast, workout, leisure activities, or growth time. But wait a minute, how on earth does it know how to harmonize our rhythms? While light remains an important orientator, our genes set up the tune of our day and night. So, meet the per gene, or period gene, which starts our circadian clock and regulates its functioning. To do so, per gene present in every cell of our body commands them to generate a special protein. The period of its creation and dissolution equals 24 hours, a completed round, forming a circadian timer. The per gene is not the only one that controls a circadian timer. In the human organism, nearly 10 genes do it. Every organ lives according to its unique schedule. It explains why cortisol is produced after waking or when our skin regenerates during sleeping hours. Our organs' clocks function to set up 3 main rhythms: the rhythm of sleep, eating, and physical activity. Thus, although 7 is enough, we are encoded to sleep for 8 hours, eat when we're hungry, and do other things when we're not busy doing the first and the latter. When is the rhythm disrupted? When our system cannot do what it regularly does, such as eating avocado toast when you're not hungry. The body is forced to process or delay the food process. In the first case, an organism postpones essential goals, including energy generation. Alternatively, you'll have a heavy stomach for the day, and that's why aligned rhythms matter. Lifestyle matters. Several steps to optimize your habits. So, how can you know that everything is great with your circadian rhythm? The answer is simple. If your daily routine is aligned with your circadian rhythm, you don't put your organism at risk of doing extra work at the wrong time. Timing is everything. Treat it as a mantra. Almost everyone has a solid circadian rhythm from the outset, so harmful habits play mean tricks. We often underestimate the rival. One all-night party what can be less harmful and funnier. Believe it or not, one disrupted sleep can cause a week-long cognitive decline. Our health equals our habits and lifestyle. Consequently, adjustment of sleeping and nutrition regimes is crucial. These essential steps and practices will let you feel genuinely amazing, energized, and refreshed. Start refining your schedule by revising your evening routine. Master use of light. Gradually decrease its amounts in the evening and sleep in a perfectly dark room. Remember that you start accumulating a sleep debt when you sleep less than you need. As a result, every next sleep cycle will require you to sleep more. Practice day napping to compensate. Spend hours in the fresh air. You'll fall asleep more easily. Beware of overeating, especially before going to bed. When you overeat, your body's temperature will be too high to fall asleep comfortably. Maintain water balance. Proper hydration helps to launch night biological processes. Align eating patterns according to your circadian code. Eat your favorite oatmeal with parmesan or a healthy vegan bowl at the same time every day. Otherwise, changing meal timing will confuse and disrupt your circadian rhythm. Don't overload your digestion. Even a small chocolate bar will activate all the nutrition processes and assign extra tasks to your organism. Therefore, when you have your scheduled lunch, your digestion clock will be tired after processing that snack and the entire mechanism will drain. Smart exercising. How to maintain a perfect rhythm of physical activity. Your perfect eating and sleeping schedules won't bring positive results unless you optimize the third pillar of excellent circadian code and make physical activity an integral part of your lifestyle. What about benefits? First, exercising, eating, and sleeping work as a united front and significantly improve circadian rhythms. Second, physical activity is already half of the battle when sustaining a good shape in the long-term perspective. As we get older, our muscles and bones wear down. The good thing is that we can lay the background for our future healthy selves at this exact moment. Start with choosing activities to your liking. Aerobics, strength exercises, and stretching are the main activity groups, which include an extensive range of sports. Practice walking if you cannot optimize your timetable and integrate regular sports into it. It is an ultimately effective and cost-free approach to be en fine fettle. We often associate daily dozen with further tiredness. Nevertheless, in scientific interpretation, when exercising, we do not run out of steam but help our organism produce specific molecules that command our body to fall asleep and have a higher quality and uninterrupted rest. And it does not matter if you are a bodybuilder or just bought your first sneakers, the incredible results are on the way. Thus, make several notes that will help you synchronize your workout rhythms with your circadian schedule. Try to exercise during morning hours. You'll get gentle daylight, which is essential for your well-being and launching your brain's active work. Besides, apart from laughter, a portion of morning light is solid protection from depression. Alternatively, you can choose an afternoon time frame if your goal is to strengthen your muscles. Remember to balance your nutrition. A multi-component diet and structured timing are responsible for a robust circadian rhythm and anti-aging processes. Last but not least, regular exercising makes your body more resilient. Who knows, maybe you are destined to run the Boston Marathon one day or conquer the summit of Everest. Isn't it cool to be perfectly ready for such a breakthrough? Memory, attention, and workflow upgrade. At some point, we were all in the Hogwarts Transfiguration class. Instead of turning an exotic bird into a sparkly glass cup, we learned how to transfigure our rhythms to live healthy, fulfilled lives. Learning, in turn, consists of 7 criteria regulated by the Circadian code. That's why we need to sleep well, eat timely and properly, and be hydrated. So, what are these driving forces of learning? They are concentration, an ability to focus on a goal. Working memory, a function that links new information to the knowledge we already have. Negative-positive evaluation of actions, solutions. We exploit concentration and working memory for decision-making. Hippocampal memory, a tool for using existing knowledge to solve the current task. Vigilance, a driving force of concentration, usually most active in the morning hours. Spirit, the response to events. Nutritional and slow breakfast positively affects our mood. Efficient functioning of nervous systems. Our nervous systems have circadian components and function ideally until we disrupt the rhythm. After revealing these criteria and maintaining full-fledged functioning, you are armed to learn the ropes of productive work. Knowing the secrets of timing and brain work can change your life. For example, your brain works better earlier in the day, while after 3 p.m. Is it better not to overload it with complicated missions? Likewise, remember that your brain needs quality rest to be productive. Thus, it's not about effort and forcing your brain to do impossible things. It is about its capacity to do great things after proper sleep and recovery. Sufficient sleep is also vital for learning. Your memory works to its full power when you don't interrupt your circadian rhythm. A human organism isn't designed to be in permanent alertness. Thus, to avoid circadian rhythm violation by blue light, regulate its amounts and use mobile apps that automatically adjust it to the lighting. Optimize your home illumination. Use lamps to light up the working surface instead of illuminating your face. Every man and his dog knows about the importance of lighting for well-being. As much as we praise the technology for its magical swiftness, regular exposure to cold light from screens is not what we wanted from progress. Circadian rhythms, digestion, and immunity. The power of collaboration. If you experience digestive discomfort from time to time, it will most likely affect your circadian code. However, if you recognize the telltale signs of digestion problems, you'll have a big chance of reviving your circadian rhythm and avoiding letting chronic disorders into your life. Flawlessly working circadian rhythms protect your immune system. Just imagine, every day, your body is targeted by different microbes, viruses, and other aggressive forces. To combat them effectively, you need a robust immune system. Immunity also has its circadian element. Sometimes, it can respond too faintly or excessively to an attack. Such an imbalance is a strong indication of circadian rhythm decline. Maintaining a solid circadian rhythm helps you prevent and treat cancer, heart diseases, arthritis, depression, and various disorders associated with inflammatory processes. For example, when our body is constantly tired and doesn't have sufficient conditions for recharge, it is more likely to react with inflammation. Simultaneously, if your circadian rhythm is strong enough, you have either smaller chances of experiencing these challenges or a reliable ally to address them instantaneously. A speedy metabolism can also force cancer development. That is why a proper circadian rhythm of eating is essential. Science tells us that people overexposed to blue lighting or who do not receive enough sunlight face significant cancer risk. Isn't it another good reason for adjusting your circadian rhythms? And don't forget that your brain sectors also have circadian elements. When circadian clocks go haywire, the brain can fail to restore neurons vital for coping with damage or disrupt the brain's chemical constitution balance. As a result, we cannot adequately respond to a boost of dopamine or serotonin and function well. Alternatively, when the rhythm is disrupted, the brain chemicals deviate from its perfect cyclical rhythms, which causes their surplus and, eventually, mental disorders. Conclusion. Every day, we follow the idea of immense success and are too tempted by the belief that being a superhuman is a must. But when reflecting on all the perks of strong circadian rhythms, we shouldn't face even a shadow of hesitation about what lifestyle to choose. Being healthy, energetic, smart, and excited about every new day is being a superhuman. Revise your sleeping habits, eating, and exercise patterns and align them with your inner circadian clocks to achieve this objective. When you maintain stable circadian rhythms and let them cooperate harmoniously, you'll improve your physical health, immunity, cognitive development, metabolism, and other components of your well-being. Everyone knows that eating healthy, drinking enough water, and walking a couple of thousand steps daily is good for their health. However, this knowledge does not necessarily make them healthier. This tidbit underlines that knowing when to implement healthy habits is equally essential to what you should do. The tips and practices will help you set up every cell in your body to work for your well-being. After all, it is a primary objective of the circadian clock. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "It is health that is the real wealth, and not pieces of gold and silver." Luckily for you, the knowledge of the circadian code paves the way for becoming an actual billionaire. Try this. Be a best friend to your body. Ask how it feels and what it needs. The slightest sense of discomfort often signals upcoming health issues. Monitor your daily schedule and habits. Analyze when you feel a burst of energy, feel powerless, or what causes anxiety or stress. Such observations can assist you in detecting weak spots in your rhythm. We live in the era of never-ending digital news feeds, so being in charge of our circadian rhythms is necessary. Become a master of screen time and guide your day instead of letting gadgets do it for you. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. If you've enjoyed our summary, consider reading the full book for a more in-depth exploration. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this video with someone who could benefit from these insights. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing.